Child development, gross motor skills. The time from birth to 6 years is crucial for the baby's dynamic growth and change. Child development follows a particular pattern of developmental milestones. Developmental milestones are a framework for observing and monitoring your child's development and progress. Vision impairment may delay the milestones of overall development, such as a delay in gross motor skills. Recognize if your child is in the general milestone framework or outside it. If you feel your baby is developing at a different pace, seek help. Early detection of delayed milestones can help you prevent overall delay in your child's development and progress. Gross motor skills. The first motor milestone that a child achieves is neck holding. Holding the neck steady is followed by rolling over, sitting, crawling, standing, and walking. Neck holding. Neck holding is a major milestone in child development. By the age of 6 months, your baby should be able to hold his or her neck. Your child has attained proper neck holding if he or she is able to steadily maintain the head in the midline position, bears the head weight on hands while holding his or her head in the upright position, turns his or her head from side to side or up and down. Your child has not achieved proper neck holding if he or she is unable to lift his or her head, the head falls down towards the chest or away onto the back. The legs become stiff with little or no movement. He or she makes fists of the hands and does not move the arms. His or her arms, shoulders, head, and legs are pressed against the floor. Home exercises to encourage your child to attain neck holding. Every day, engage your child in tummy time. Place a bolster under your child's armpit or chest. Attract his or her attention by showing bright colored objects to encourage the baby to move his or her head. Hold your child's shoulders and slowly pull your baby up in a sitting position while encouraging and guiding the baby to sit. Do the activity for 10 to 15 minutes until your child is tired. Repeat the activity twice a day. Continue the exercises at home until your child can properly hold the neck. Do not delay consulting your specialist. If your child has not attained neck holding by 6 to 7 months of age, or if your child has developed seizures. Rolling over. Between the ages of 3 to 7 months, your baby should be able to roll over. You will know that your child has attained proper rolling over when he or she rolls from front to back, that is from tummy to back. Rolls from back to front, that is from back to tummy. You will know that your child has not achieved proper rolling over when he or she is unable to bear the weight on his or her arms and legs, unable to lift his or her head due to a floppy or stiff trunk, unable to rock his or her trunk from side to side, and unable to move his or her arm in the air. Home exercises to encourage your child to attain rolling over. Shake a toy in the direction of your baby's attention to encourage your baby to move towards it. Place your palm on your baby's bottom and gently rock his or her hips towards one side. Straighten one leg of your baby and flex the other leg while gently rotating his or her hip towards the straightened leg. Repeat the exercise very slowly, allowing the baby to lead the movement. Do the activity until your child becomes tired. Repeat the exercises twice a day for 10 to 15 minutes each time. Continue the exercises with your child until your baby can properly roll over. You must immediately consult your specialist if your child does not roll over by the age of 6 to 7 months or your child has developed seizures. Sitting. Between the ages of 4 months to 9 months, your baby should be able to sit without help or support him or herself in a sitting position. Your child has attained proper sitting posture if he or she sits without support, holds head up while sitting, can sit up on his or her own, and sits unsupported. Your child has not achieved proper sitting if he or she is unable to lift head and has a floppy or stiff trunk, has stiff or floppy arms, has stiff, crossed or extended legs, or sitting in a W position. Home exercises to encourage your child to attain sitting in 4 ways. 1. Sitting with support. Make the child sit with legs stretched. Place an object in front while you support him or her from behind in one position. 2. Practice sitting by balancing the child's trunk over a bolster. Place the child on top of a bolster with one leg on each side. Hold the child's lower back and slightly roll the trunk. 3. High sitting over lap. Place the child on your lap, spreading his or her legs apart on either side. Support his or her lower back with your hands. 4. Squatting position. Make the baby sit in Indian toilet position with the feet flat on the ground, the trunk folded close to the knees while holding together the child's knees. Do the activity until the child is tired, repeating twice a day for 10 to 15 minutes. Continue the exercises till your child can properly sit. Immediately consult a specialist about your child's delayed milestone if he or she has not attained sitting by 10 to 13 months of age, or if he or she has developed seizures. Crawling. Between 6 months to 10 months of age, your baby should be able to crawl. The crawling movement is also known as a creeping transition. You will know that your child has attained proper crawling if he or she is doing a mini push-up or a swimming arm and trunk movement, moving one arm and the opposite leg together at the same time to push forward. While crawling, moving in a backward or forward or sideways direction, this position is referred to as moving on all fours. You will know that your child has not achieved proper crawling if he or she bends forward in a sitting position with weight on the buttocks, is unable to bear weight on the arms and legs, uses only one side of the body to crawl, drags his or her bottom across the floor in a bottom scoot position. Here are some exercises to do at your home to encourage your child to crawl. Weight bearing or shifting over bolster. Make your child stable from the lower trunk. Give your child an object to play with, introducing it from the front side. Weight bearing of limbs over bolster. Use a big bolster for your child to lean on, making the child take the body weight on his or her arms. Slowly shift the weight from the left hand to the right hand and back. Use a towel to hold your baby on all fours position and gently sway side to side. 10 to 15 minutes, stopping when your child is tired. Repeat the activity twice a day. Continue the exercises till your child attains proper crawling, and consult the specialist immediately if your child is 10 to 13 months of age but does not crawl, or if your child has developed seizures. Standing. Between 9 months to 14 months of age, your baby should be able to stand with support or without. Your child has attained proper standing if he or she pulls to stand up, stands holding furniture, stands alone, independently taking several steps, stands alone for a second or two without holding on to any object for support. You will know that your child has not achieved proper standing if he or she has stiff or floppy legs and does not show interest in weight bearing, uses only one side of the body for weight bearing, has not developed postural control, and stiffly holds one arm or both arms bending at the knees. Home exercises to encourage your child to attain standing. One is kneeling position. Make the child kneel by standing up, holding on to a firm object such as furniture. If needed, support the child from the lower trunk. 2. Half kneeling position. From the kneeling position, make the child stand up, placing one leg in front and shifting weight to the front. While staying behind your child, give support to the child, slower trunk. And 3. Standing position. Support your child to stand with body weight put equally on both sides of his or her body. Support your child to stand using a standing frame or room wall. Hold your child at the elbows and pull your child to a standing position. Do the activity till your child is tired. Repeat the activity twice a day for 30 to 45 minutes. Continue the exercises at home until your child can stand without support. Do immediately consult a specialist if your child is 14 to 18 months of age but has not attained standing, or if your child has developed seizures. Walking. Your baby should walk with or without support anytime between 11 months to 16 months of age. Your child has attained proper walking if he or she walks without support holding one hand, bends down and picks up an object when walking with support, is independently taking a few steps, standing holding on to support while taking a few steps, and independently standing and walking. Your child has not achieved proper walking if he or she has floppiness or tightness in the muscles of the limbs, excessive tiptoe gait, any bone deformities, and body balance or hand and foot coordination problems. Home exercises to encourage your child to attain walking. Go down on your knees to match your child's height and make your child practice walking by holding both hands at the elbow. Promote walking by using a towel wrapped around the chest to prevent injury if the child falters or falls down due to unsteady gait. Make your child practice walking by taking small steps inside a parallel bar. Make your child practice walking by holding on to a push cart. Make your child practice walking on a treadmill. Do the activity until your child is tired. Repeat the activity twice a day for 30 to 45 minutes. Continue the exercises till your child attains proper walking. But do immediately consult a specialist if your child is 20 months of age but has not attained walking. You must consult a specialist doctor if your child has developed seizures.